I need to actually tell it to show me everything. So, last we left off, we defeated Mother, had a heartfelt, exchange of apologies, everything was right in the world, and then, oops, Adam stabbed her repeatedly. And then stole her power. So, yeah.
How unfortunate. I really thought Anga and the rest of them would understand my explanation.
You feel that way because you are focused on the Earth's future, my lord. A thing vulgar people can seldom comprehend.
Ophiel, I won't allow you to speak contemptuously of Anga and the others at Arx. If they hadn't helped us, we wouldn't have made it this far. I expect you to be grateful.
So, he wants to make out with Anga.
I overstepped. Please forgive me.
As long as you understand.
Adam, sir. Arx, they've sent a message. It seems as if they're questioning your actions. It is a strongly worded message that unequivocally demands a response. Sir Adam, what exactly is...
There is no need to respond. My silence will speak volumes about my intent. More importantly, how long has it been since you joined Earthguide?
Sir, you kindly took notice of me 10 years ago, and I have now served as a guard for 3 years and 4 months.
I see. 10 years. That's an instant compared to how long the stars have been shining. But I suppose it's quite a long time to humans. I thank you for your devoted service.
Not at all. Your guidance has led me to new strength and wisdom, sir. I, and all my strength, are at your service.
At my service? Let me correct you. Both my own strength and yours ought be used in service to the Earth, to bring about new evolution.
Yes, new evolution.
Evolution, sir?
Yes. Humans and the Earth must change to produce new wisdom, return to the time of creation, and make a new Eden here in this world. And to take a form befitting that Eden, humans must evolve as well. Thank you for serving me, in spite of my flaws. Let's evolve into something perfect together. His body couldn't contain it. Evolving is difficult.
That's why we're not
What have you
Pokemon.
done, my lord?
I fed ether into his body to have him manifest a form more suitably evolved. Mother's power is capable of so many things. The path of evolution must be the correct one, and as such, I'll need to do further trials and make adjustments along the way.
He didn't use the Thunderstone like he was supposed to. Tisk, just leave it to Adam to screw it all up.
Forcible physical evolution? Sir Adam, if you do it by force, will the body not be warped and destroyed?
There are some bodies that can withstand it, Ophiel. I know, because I've seen it many times. Evolution occasionally involves sacrifice. That is true of anything. Well then, shall we be on our way, Ophiel? Let us be the midwives to Earth's rebirth.
Yeah, Adam has some interesting phrasing. You indeed.
After Adam retreated, we lost contact with the Earth Guide's Las Vegas headquarters completely. Other branches of Earth Guide have even sent messages to ARX asking what's happened. It seems as though the members of Earth Guide don't know about Adam's true intentions either.
His real aim was to steal Mother's power when she was weak, and then he said he was going to lead Earth to evolution. How can he do that?
That means that all this time, he was just using us and ARX to pull this off. And you!
Adam cannot even conceive of the notion of having used you. It's never even crossed his mind. He believes that he is always doing good. On the contrary, it's unlikely he understands your reasoning at all. That is why he tried to convince you.
Yeah, hey again, Peleg. She actually stepped in when Adam literally backstabbed Mother.
To him, Mother is an evil being who abused the Earth. Naturally, he feels beyond reproach for killing her. And naturally, he believes stealing her power and using it to Earth's benefit is a just act. Perhaps the only just act.
Using it to Earth's benefit? Is he going to use Mother's power for evolution or something?
Yes, Adam's goal is evolution on Earth. He wants to make this planet like Eden once again. Put another way, he intends to remake the world using the power of ether.
You better get used to it. We're gonna keep saying evolution. You don't think it means what they think it means. I mean, a lot of things in this game don't really mean what they think it means. Nanomachines. I mean, it kind of is. Ether is sort of nanomachine-y. Except I guess instead of nanomachines, it's like motes of light.
He must find it difficult to accept the loss of Eden and the absence of a god in this era. He still regrets his exile.
Midichlorians, you mean evolution, yes. To be fair, this is probably a little more refined than midichlorians. Unicorn magic. In a way, it might as well be.
Fiend Phaleg, how do you know so much? What's your relationship to Adam?
Consider him my opponent in the longest battle in human history. I wanted to kill him before something like this happened, but the unexpected got the better of me.
I'll totally melt your brains.
Kill him? You're planning to kill Adam?
Yes, that's right, young lady. That is the only way. Unlike Mother, he does not believe that his actions are wrong. he will never stop. Do you understand, young lady? I've no choice but to kill that man, for lack of a more apt term. Despite being your enemy, you hesitated to kill me. Do you really think you can kill a former ally?
I'm not important enough, or powerful enough, to decide who lives or dies. There's just one thing I can do right now. And that's to follow my heart. I won't lie to myself about what I want. I already decided that. And it won't change.
This person killed Mother. He casually slaughtered her just when reconciliation was in reach. Do you not hate him?
Of course I do. I'm not that nice of a person. I'm overflowing with anger. Still, that doesn't change my opinion. I'm going to stop Adam. I'll listen to what he has to say. Find out his plan. And stop it. Because that's what I want to do.
Young lady, would you be so kind as to tell me your name?
Hitsuki. Hitsuki Yasaka.
Well then, Hitsugi, let us conclude our meeting here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure Hitsugi knows what she's talking about.
After all, you and I are not allies. From now on, we will be competing with one another. Each of us will apply all our strength to our goals. Me to kill Adam, and you to stop him. However, I do hope we both live, so that we can encounter each other at our full strength. Now, would you be so kind as to escort me to Earth?
Yeah, Hitsugi does have a spunky idiot feel to her. Yeah, she's very much a gender-flipped shonen protagonist, if you ask me.
I am sure that Arx is not so boorish as to turn away a guest without even an escort.
Enga.
What is it, idiot? What did you come here for?
Scoot over a little. I wanted to see you looking all down.
Too bad for you. I'm not that down. I felt like things would turn out this way eventually.
So, you doubted Adam from the beginning?
Dusky's I give zero shits about you, head nod. Yeah. You can take it that way, or that she's pretty suspicious of Phaleg. You know she's making him scoot over just to be a bit of an ass.
He would always say senseless things. He had a spirituality that made it hard to believe he was a regular person.
Scoot over, you guys taking up the whole couch. Yes.
I think that's why he was able to form Earth Guide and attract all those followers in the first place.
Were you drawn to him too?
Yeah, why deny it? Guess you and I both got played. Only difference is Mother Core pulled your strings,
and Earth Guide pulled mine. I was so overwhelmed trying to act grown up. All I could do was take the first hand that reached out. And it was Adam's.
Oh.
What's that look? It's kinda pissing me off.
Huh, but you're actually being open and honest for once. It's not like you at all.
I guess so. Unlike someone I know, I made sure not to bottle everything up inside and hold it in until I explode.
Yeah, Corey really caused a lot of trouble.
Just gonna let that sail right by you, huh? Just when I thought everything worked out with Mother, all this happens. Earth's one problematic planet, huh? Making a lot of trouble for Arcs, too. The Mother issue was at least connected to Arcs, but this is entirely Earth's problem now. We've got to do something about it ourselves.
Henga, don't forget to lean on me, too. Huh? You told me to depend on you more, right? Because we're family and all. That goes both ways. I'm your family, too. Let's help each other out when we're in trouble.
I'm not so full of myself that I'm tempted to try to do things all on my own. I'll do what I can and rely on those I trust. I'm counting on everyone. Our friend, Corey, and you, of course. Let's do this, little sister.
Count on me, big brother.
Note that this is a combat mission and we haven't gotten to the fighting yet.
And Corey too? Well, don't you two make an odd pair?
Inga and Hisugi were chatting, so I was taking a walk when Corey suddenly...
I'm good at reading a room. Didn't want to interrupt a private chat, so we third wheels just cooled our heels.
Our friend isn't here either, so in that sense, I'm a third wheel too.
And it really sounded like he was reading from a script there. Yeah, it's not the most engaging of dialogue, so I can see how maybe the actor wasn't quite into that part.
So, let's do some third wheeling together.
How does one third wheel together? I'd like to know.
Aw, but it was a perfect opportunity to listen in. Sierra, what are your... or rather, what are Ark's thoughts on this whole situation?
Well, if you're the third wheel of a group of third wheels, I guess that makes you the ninth wheel?
Excuse me?
Well, Al and Mother are originally from our world, so their business is Ark's business.
However, one could argue that the Atom situation isn't an Ark's problem, but instead an Earth-specific one. And because of that, you're worried about whether Arks will help out.
Yes.
Like you said, no matter how big Arks gets, we just don't have the manpower to take care of every single planet, let alone a reason to. Even so, this entire incident began because of Mother's rise, and is a result of Al's rescue. So, don't worry, Corey. Arks is officially here to help. We've already negotiated all over the place and got Admiral Ulk's approval.
Were you worried they wouldn't help us out, Corey?
Yeah, something like that.
Adam is running. Yeah, he stole Mother's power, and because Al is the manifestation of the Dark Falls power, since Al's still here, that means technically Adam doesn't have access to that power. I can't remember if he screws around with any of the Esco Falls spawn or not. I guess we'll find out.
It went without saying. There are comrades, and comrades come running in times of trouble.
Yeah, that's true. I guess if he did have access to the Falls power, it would definitely be an Ark's problem.
And if you, Hitsugi, or Inga are ever in trouble, that's what they'll do. Every last one of them.
Well said, Al. Succinct and most correct. Al's right, Corey. You, Hitsugi, and Enga are our comrades, now and forever. And Arx does not abandon its comrades. Rest easy, because you can rely on us.
Thank you.
Oh, on that note, I have like a million questions about Earth's technology. I'm so curious. Like, take PSO2 for example. I think it might be possible for us to recreate its technology for cross-dimensional transport.
PSO2? Well, I've got it installed on this tablet right here.
What? Could I maybe borrow that for just a little teeny tiny bit? Oh, I see now. Once you've got the coordinates, you just... Ah, so that's how it is.
Yep, PSO2 inside
I
PSO2.
knew if I could just see the real thing, I'd be able to figure it out. So as a show of thanks, I'll grant you Ark's full cooperation.
Yeah, that is true. It's basically the premise of this whole episode. It's like when you've got those two you've got two mirrors angled against each other and they just create infinite replicas, except with PSO2.
Huh? Is that really all it takes?
Arguably, this is PSO2 inside PSO2 inside PSO2. Exactly! It's the mirror-to-mirror trick.
I'm just teasing. However, I don't think it's an especially hard decision given that you're asking for Ark's aid. We are your comrades after all. Isn't that right, Al?
Yeah!
What the? Oh, what's happening? We're picking up abnormal readings of ether in the Las Vegas area. No, not just in Las Vegas. The amount of ether on Earth is rising. It's like it's blanketing the whole planet.
Ow!
I've got a bad feeling about this. He's trying to force something to happen. Hurry! Hurry! Call everyone! We've got to stop it!
I've got to log into PSO2 so my PSO2 character can log into PSO2 and play PSO2. So the NPC in PSO2. Exactly, you're getting it now. Isn't Sega totally amazing?
Thank you for the escort. It's not a proper thanks. But would you care to fight me? I can see just a hint of frustration in your eyes. Fear not, I jest. Such things have their time and their place, of course, and what we have here appears to be neither. That young lady, Hitsugi, was it? She looks well at last, altogether different from when our paths last crossed. Everyone around her seemed to have strong wills, not just Hitsugi. They were very human. I will not give you credit for all of it, but they likely give that impression because they have you. How very splendid. I wonder why that man fails to believe in the strength, the vibrancy, the beauty of the human will. The people who live today have the ability to make progress on their own 2 feet, yet... An earthquake in Las Vegas?
Help me.
It cannot be. He turned into a phantasm. What have you done, Adam? Is this how you envision the evolution you so crave?
Sega likes being in the face of the Abyss UKs right now, huh? That's probably the one I'd want to not run on stream until after we actually do the story part if we get to it.
You saw that as well. This is Adam's doing. He is forcing evolution on living creatures, birthing incompatible, mutated monsters.
It's like Pokemon. Apple destroy the party room. Yes.
This forced evolution of his is wholly unwanted. A desecration of the present human life. We have no time to dawdle. If she is unsure or indecisive, I trust you know what to do.
So this forced evolution twisted the members of Earthguide into mere shells of their former selves.
I want to still point out, again, that this is still just one section. These things are a little bit long once we're into this, this part of their storytelling. Failing honestly seems pretty cool, all things considered. Yeah, she's definitely, like, she's not a villain of any sort. She's just a little loopy, I guess.
I don't want to believe it, but you did see it happen right in front of you, yeah?
Inciting an evolutionary change in the body. It's like with the false spawn.
That's right! It seems especially ironic when you take into consideration that Falspawn were originally created from photons.
Oh yeah, I guess a clarification on this. So the Photoners were kind of an arrogant race who, once they got the ability to just create what they wanted to, they tried to replicate the omniscient, or I guess nigh-omniscient being, Shion. But their negative emotions twisted their creation into basically the false spawn. So it's kind of like they tried to create the ultimate being, or a replica of the ultimate being, and came out with this super twisted thing instead. You kind of gotta agree, she's more focused on actually stopping the big bad than giving anime speeches and not making up her mind. Well, to be fair, Fangleg has the wisdom of a few millennia, so, you know.
Almost at the same time as the report, the entire Earth's ether level began to increase. It's as though the Earth itself is producing the ether. It's a clear anomaly. In accordance with the increase in ether, phantasms are appearing sporadically all over the world.
Yeah, she's definitely not Vegeta in the sense of just wanting to fight regardless of time, but like she does have those slight aspects of it, but she's far more pragmatic.
Matoy and the Six are in the process of working with the local Earth Guide and dispatching the main ARC's forces to deal with these incidents. However, with the intensity we're seeing, forget stemming the tide, it's only going to get worse. There's no end.
It's like the ether is crying out over being forcibly changed. It's as if he's trying to remake the entire world. What's he trying to make with the ether? What do you think could make it behave like this?
He must find it difficult to accept the absence of a god in this era, and his loss of Eden.
So he's trying to give rise to a god? He sure seemed to think he was a god.
She's pretty rude and clearly on her own team, but it's in a game where literally everyone is either a traitor, your best friend forever, has a tragic backstory, or all the above. It's kind of a breath of fresh air. Good point. Definitely not playing the usual Vegeta move of getting the big bad what they need to do, or need to win in order to have a better fight. Yeah. Yeah, she's just conveniently too late this time.
Give rise to a god. What? Hitsuki? I thought you were joking, but...
Guide Earth, seek further evolution, reform the world and bring about a new one. The shortest way for the guy to do what he says he wants to do is to create a god of creation. Yeah?
Sounds like something right out of a myth. Some epic tale of the ancients. Don't we give our dreams form the same way? Fair point.
We have to stop Adam, or what should we do, Inga? Vegeta type would have actively stepped in to fight Arcs to allow Mother to be absorbed, or Adam to absorb Mother. Ah. Makes sense.
Of course. I don't know about guiding Earth or seeking evolution, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let him do this. We're not strong enough on our own, though. Even with Hitsugi, we still wouldn't be enough. That's why we need your help, too.
The people of Earth sure feel a strong sense of responsibility. Or maybe it's something to do with your nationality? I'll obviously be helping out, too. Arcs isn't just about taking out Falspawn, but the survey and continued survival of all planets.
There we go, that was like a 20-minute long sequence for that story section. There's actually a couple of story ones, or sub-story things I kind of want to henpeck, but I'm not sure if... You know, just to ruin the tension of the upcoming final mission. Yeah, that might be one. There's another one that I... was thinking of, but I'm not sure. Oh, right, I think it's this one. So, yeah, let's watch some silly scenes before we move on to taking down Adam. At least I think, if this is the one I think it is, it's pretty funny.
You've come at the perfect time. I complained to the Intelligence Bureau about a matter the other day, and out of nowhere, Castro boarded the ship. It's an explosive situation.
I don't feel like stirring up trouble or making things worse, but... very well then. Text alone is rather dull, so I thought I should come to directly explain details and make an apology as commander of the Intelligence Bureau. I grilled the visitors from Earth who came the other day, and Aika is conducting observation. We were able to investigate in absolute secrecy, but my sincere intent was just to deal with this myself, without hiding it from you all. But it was all meaningless if our actions made you feel uncomfortable. And so, as the commander of the Intelligence Bureau, I humbly apologize.
Even without doing all of that, I'm pretty sure I gave you data on Hitsugi and the others. Why did you need such an unsubtle investigation?
Just as you say, I indeed received your data regarding Hitsugi and Anga, Sierra. But a portion of Hitsugi's data was redacted, and I'm unable to access it.
What? You can't access it?
Yes, it's protected by a very powerful lock. After some pondering, I think it may be graphical data depicting everyday life on Earth.
It's probably footage taken from that one time in the bath.
The data was hidden, and it's unclear to me who could have concealed it. But if they did share the data, at that moment, with a hostile organization, it's going to cause us a lot of trouble.
Yep, Sierra hid her secret spy camera files. Green Hair's VA seems more skilled than some of the anime Earthlings. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, the guy who's playing Kazura has been in this role for 3 episodes prior to this, so he has a little more of his footing. You can't let Kaikuman know that he's been watching College Girls. Of course not.
The Intelligence Bureau can't overlook that possibility, so we were inevitably forced to launch an investigation. That's the long and short of it. What's wrong, Sierra? Your face is kind of twitching a little. Did you recall something?
No, not really. Nothing in particular. Nothing at all, in fact, right? Right?
Would you perhaps happen to know something?
Not a thing or you never change.
My. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, I'd better head back, since I now have even more work to do.
More work to do?
Well, now I know who's responsible for the sloppy data seal. And someone has to lock that file properly, right?
We can't sell her out, because he already knows. He's just toying with her. So that's why we have the option for you never change, because we know that he's just toying with her.
Should the contents see the light of day, I imagine our relationship with our friends from Earth will take a nosedive.
You knew all along! Khosra!
Sierra, you excel at many things, but you still have a lot to learn when it comes to deception. Maybe work on your people skills a little bit. Eventually, you might learn to pull the wool over my eyes. I apologize for taking up so much of your time. Well then, I'll see myself out.
Just what the hell is up with him? He makes me so mad! One day I'm really gonna give it to him. The assault operation on Mothership Shiva is now underway. This is the final battle. All ARC's operatives, please report to the quest counter for deployment.
So there we go, an entire sub-story section dedicated to roasting Sierra for being a peeping Tom.
Great timing. I was just asking everyone here about their avatar arms for future reference. You were saying that your avatar arms are based on Japanese mythology, Hitsuki?
Why is she mad at him for finding her poorly hidden porn? I mean, kind of. She's mad at him for finding her poorly hidden porn and then leading her on, I guess.
I'm not entirely sure myself. But this little guy is called Ame no Murakumo. Originally, it had a strong connection with Ame no Habakiri. Hori over there broke the Ame no Habakiri. And I think maybe this one was born out of a need to get over all that. I was surprised to find that even my clothes had changed to match the Ame no Murakumo. But it actually really ties the look together.
I see. So that's the story behind it. Next to Kori's sword, the one that broke Ame no Habakiri, it looks a little sinister, doesn't it?
Well, it looks this way because of the legend it's based on. Of all the things you could have conjured up, it's so like you to have a famous magical sword like Graham as your avatar arm.
It's all available in the new scratch-off banner. Anna says, buy AC, please.
Magic sword? Just what exactly is the legend behind Graham?
To sum it up briefly, this little bastard brings ruin to its owner and everyone around them. It's famed as a dragon-killing sword, though. I guess I kind of felt like this impulse to destroy everything, and before I knew it...
I felt this impulse to destroy everything. Okay. Yeah. Just another day in a teenage girl's life.
You've always been more into those kinds of sordid legends than Japanese mythology in the first place, Corey.
That you two could manifest such avatar arms. It's impressive. While I admit that it's easier to visualize, I just can't get why you'd recreate legendary and mythical weapons to the letter.
Well then, what's your avatar arm based on, Enga?
My phantom gun. I made it this way simply because I thought it would be too much trouble to walk around carrying a real gun. In Japan, among other countries, you can't just carry a gun around. But this way, I can summon and dismiss it at will. Handy, right?
What's this about Redhead breaking her legendary sword? So the initial sword she summoned to defend Al with, in her first duel with Kari cut it in half, basically. So, instead of repairing it, she summoned, like, a counterpart, additional sword, when she, finally got her resolve. It's a little bit of a difficult detail to catch.
What are you giving me that look for? You got something you want to say?
It's like, they say all these legendary and mythical things, and Genghis here is like, this is my avatar arms, submachine gun. Imagine being able to create a sword out of thin air, but once it breaks, it stays broken and you have to summon a new one instead. I mean, I think the story is trying to imply it's kind of a mental thing, so... she summoned a new sword to kind of cement her newly found resolve.
You've got absolutely no sense of romance. Just like you to prize efficiency above all else, bro.
Whatever.
So, what the Avatar Arms turns into varies based on its owner. In other words, the Avatar Arms can tell us a lot about their owner's disposition and tastes. Maybe even their hidden desires and such?
Like wanting to destroy everything.
Yeah, I think you're right. After all, Corey's secret desire for death and destruction is now crystal clear to me.
This is...
Hey! It's not like that, okay?
I summon this magical sword to make my dreams come true. I summon this magical sword because I felt a weird impulse to destroy everything. I summon this magical gun to support arms control laws. I mean, whatever floats his boat, right? Oh yeah, I guess I gotta play this one too. This is like the lead-in to the duel. So to put the whole Fae-like duel more in context here.
Hello? Can you hear me? Ah, yes. Seems like the transmission's just fine. Fantastic. I'm contacting you because I have a special favor to ask. Would you care to fight me one-on-one? With things so calm on this side, I'd say it's the perfect opportunity for a round or two. A great chance for a duel.
I think this is from after we actually win, though. Now that I'm rereading this dialogue.
I extended an invitation to Huey and Clarice Craze as well, but Ciara pulled the plug due to ARC's regulations or some such nonsense. But I do believe that you're not so tightly bound by such regulations, so I thought it might not be an issue. Oh, this doesn't have to happen right now, of course. I'm used to waiting, so please come by once you're ready.
Phaleg! Soliciting is prohibited! You can't do that!
Oh my, it's gotten rather noisy all of a sudden. Well then, I look forward to seeing you.
You know what? Soliciting is prohibited coming from Anna's voice actress is pretty funny.
She hung up! That comm was just now a request for a duel, right? Unbelievable! She keeps contacting anyone who looks like they'll make a strong opponent. It's a real bother. Don't feel like you have to go accepting her offer. She's just looking to kill time. Well, if you want to fight her, I'm not gonna stop you. But she's absurdly strong, that one. But if you're going to go, please be careful out there. Alright?
Don't worry, we'll only destroy like one of the major pieces of infrastructure in Britain. I'm sure Earth won't mind, right? Alright. Let's get this real show on the road. It's actually funny, like, that previous combat mission is being an interesting change of experience compared to the first time I did this. Because the first time I did this, I actually had much worse gear. Like, I still had a 14-star weapon and I think a 10-star armor, which is significantly worse than what I've got here. But because of my subclass as a ranger, I was actually still dealing a lot of damage, but it was very much like a skill shot challenge where I had to constantly hit headshots. And now I just spam, because I guess spamming is the bow braver way. You didn't even consider that as being from the Anna voice actress. Extra irony. I know, right? It's great. Alright, buckle up. This one's a long one.
I had no idea something like this was hidden here the last time we came to Earth Guide HQ.
Most of Earthguide probably doesn't have a clue either.
We're pretty deep down. Do you think this leads to the center of the Earth?
Based on your coordinates, it very well may. Just how far down it goes is unclear, though.
The center of the Earth is supposed to be, like, really hot, right? Are we going to be okay?
Rare chance to explore the unknown. Or it's best to head back if you're scared.
A seasoned adventurer like you sure has a different way of looking at things. You're not wrong, but still. If I could go home, I probably would, but... Hey, heads up! I don't think the locals want us to leave.
Those are the phantasms you saw before. Or, rather, the husks of the former Earthguide members.
The Hollow Earth theory, gonna go confront Kong and Godzilla down there. Well, we did already fight Ghidorah.
Kitsugi, Corey, both of you take cover. Leave these guys to us.
Can you hear that, Corey? The sound of their suffering? They may not be with us anymore, but I hear their cries. Yes, I hear them, Hitsugi. I hear them loud and clear. It's as if they're calling out to us. These weapons we wield, they exist to save others. Even though I can't save their lives, I will save their souls. No way I'm letting you tackle this on your own. Let's take them out, together!
You guys. Just you wait, Adam. We're coming for you.
These guys are just melting. I'm basically using third best bow in the game, so as far as it shouldn't be that surprising. Like, the first time I did this, I had to pull these guys like they were MMO elite mobs. Like, just the trash stuff here. Made for some really long battles. But I guess what also helps that, like, running the Etoile sub is, makes me a lot more durable, too. Because running the Ranger sub basically made me full glass cannon, which can be a bit of a problem when you only have one life for this stuff and you're under-geared and under-leveled. Yeah, there might be one more set of trash mobs here. No, I guess I might have got it right. I'm not sure if I can carry these charges into the next battle, but we'll see.
So you've come.
Oh, feel Herbert! start.
If you're looking for Adam, he's just up ahead. I'm afraid he's not entertaining any guests, though. Come to ask a question, perchance?
Yes, like, how would you like to have your face caved in?
You betrayed Mother! And you're working for Adam! Just what in the hell are you scheming?
I don't think betrayed quite applies here. I have not betrayed Mother, nor do I work for Adam. Oh no. I only wish to guide the people of this languishing world to the next stage, and to witness the glorious paradigm shift with my own eyes. Whereas I once thought Mother would bring about that change, I now believe Adam will. That is all.
Right.
Just as I would be standing by your side if you were the ones who might manifest my ambitions.
So you're a total mercenary, is what you're saying.
All this crap about evolution sounds like the ramblings of a crazy cult to me.
And if we were talking about the Earth's very destiny, would you then deign to comprehend my words? Of course not. You ignore the present, just as you refuse to look to the future, just like everyone else. Unaware of this planet's dilemma, wasting away the days with pointless power struggles, over and over and over, forgetting those that were lost along the way. In the time it takes for these hands, with this power, to save a single life, tens of thousands of people turn to dust. Humans, always making the same mistakes. They're like a lesion that never heals. And this festering world is the result.
The rich
It's too
coming
late
from
to
you.
treat it. No. The only choice left is to excise the lesion whole.
Don't go projecting your hopelessness on everyone just because you lost your marbles, old man.
'Cause, you know, considering he was the one taking part in many of those power struggles.
Give a brainiac too much time to think, and they eventually go completely off the rails. Right, sis?
Why are you suddenly asking me?
So just because the game isn't going your way, you're gonna flip the board and stomp off? You're just a kid throwing a tantrum. I'm done letting you bore me, old man. Get out of our way. There's an even bigger brat playing God that needs to learn a lesson or two.
Here and now, this very moment is a microcosm of our world. People are drawn to conflict, to fighting. You, me, for as long as humans exist.
A spatial field! This is Ophiel's power.
Indeed it is. Yes, you've experienced this before, Corey. This field, this domain, is bound by my will. Ophiel Herbert, Mother Core, Disciple of Mercury, and Earthguide's American Branch Director. To see the future that lies beyond evolution, let the surgery commence.
Hey, cat.
Too slow! Well played!
Emergency! Code! Due!
I'm making a change to this operation! My wish is fulfilled.
Completed!
Well, we didn't get to see much of the fight, but That's actually kind of about how it went the first time I fought him anyway, too. Because it turns out being a glass cannon actually works decently on bosses who aren't particularly bulky.
Impressive. But a hollow victory all in all.
Thanks for the
I
follow,
fulfilled
Death
my
Bomb.
role the moment I trapped you all in here.
It surprises you just how much expositing they let the villains do without Dusky present. You started typing that before Dusky arrived to save the day. Yeah, it's your kind of standard mute protagonist problem where it feels like they disappear for minutes at a time, and then suddenly, oh, no, they exist again. Never mind.
Damn it. He aimed to stall us from the start.
Precisely. Adam merely needed time to ascend to godhood. As long as he fulfills his destiny.
Oh my. The slightest little knock and it shatters to pieces. Such a terribly weak field, much like the practitioner that made it.
Impossible! My field! Overpowered?
It's nothing more than ether, thinly wrapped around space. I see. A rather fascinating little trick. But it's fairly flimsy, I'm afraid. Much like the remaining scraps of your humanity.
You witch!
And just what are you all waiting for? Shouldn't you be hurrying along?
Had a Calc 3 exam this morning and you think it went well. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Kat. Yeah, Thalia just shows up to dismantle him completely, and she's not done yet.
You sure?
I can always take care of Adam later, should you all fail to kill him. But right now, I have plenty of work right in front of me. This hopeless fool needs reminding of humanity's brilliance, some re-education, as it were.
All right.
Halt!
My, don't you know it's rude to keep a lady waiting?
How dare you defile my domain! You monster!
You'll find that I'm a pure-blooded human. My long life of tireless training has given me greater power than most. But I'm still nothing more than an ordinary human.
Ordinary.
I am Phalig Ives, Mother Core disciple of Mars. The zenith of humankind's potential. This hand, this leg, this entire body epitomizes the potential of humanity that you so adamantly refuse to believe. Perhaps you'd like to try a full sample.
Well, Ophiel didn't really have a dignity to begin with, but super rip it now. It's a good game. It's got a lot of good aspects to it. It's got some that are very clearly
Aren't we the popular ones?
archaic 10-year-old design issues, but for the most part, I feel like they've done a fairly good job of keeping it modern. It's kind of in a weird position because their new Genesis version is a far better mechanical gameplay system, but it's got pretty close to no content. Whereas their older game has all the content, but it suffers from having a million updates band-aided onto it from a system that was not really meant to do a lot of the things that it does at this point. But yeah, story is definitely it's in a lot of up and down territory. The one I'm doing is kind of the most egregious of being ridiculously anime. The earlier episodes are a little bit better writing. I'd say personally the second episode is, and maybe the first half of the third are probably my favorite parts of the storyline. But episode 4 is just really entertaining for being so absolutely, utterly insane. It just feels like Sega was smoking some real good stuff when they decided to write this.
Hori, now's no time to lose it. But maybe you're right. We've really stepped in it this time. What's the plan?
No doubt they're trying to tie us up, so more can catch us from behind.
We'd be completely pinned down, meaning you can kiss our chance to stop Adam goodbye.
And she's just the optimist.
Hey, 30% Playboy! The hell are you standing around muttering for? Maxwell Laplace!
Come forth, Grimoire Marchin.
It's you two.
Hey, Stalker! Watch out behind you!
Just in the nick of time.
Ultron!
You guys, you're still alive?
You call it too late, or you called this last time, but you assumed it was too late in the story. It's never too late for anime.
Of course! No way Full and I would get off in such an unsightly manner.
That said, if Farrak hadn't come for us, we most certainly would have died.
Same here. We're a little late, but let us help you out all the same.
Look at Bailey just helping us out all the time.
It's not like I came here to help you out. I'm just here to avenge Mother.
Still, we've yet to recover from our injuries. We're not exactly in top form. If I was to sum it up like Oki, I'd say we're about 50%.
My injuries are inconsequential. After all, it's Maxwell and Laplace that'll be doing all the fighting.
No need to put on a front, Oak. No matter who does the deed, the end result will be the same, right? Focus on the big picture.
Glad to hear, Gat.
I know. In which case, 10% playboy. You and your little gang better get a move on.
More than anything, we need the right people in the right place. You understand, yes? My power is best suited here to buy you some time. Though my strength faltered before, as long as we're not facing off against the likes of your friend there, it will be power enough.
It pains me to not be able to avenge Mother myself, but I'll do what I can to help. Maybe that's more than enough.
Don't go dying on me now.
Right back at you, 10% playboy.
Oki, you know that little exchange was a total death flag, right?
Death? What? The hell are you talking about?
Oh, never mind all that. Our goal here is to keep those abominations occupied. Nothing more, nothing less. If we fail, we bring disgrace upon humanity, and Mother will weep with sorrow. We can't have that, now can we?
You have your next few semesters figured out in terms of what math classes you're taking? That's cool. I'm glad you enjoy math as much as you do. I definitely personally hit a roof in how much I enjoyed it, but it's nice to see someone who can be enthusiastic about all the advanced stuff. Got linear algebra next semester with your favorite math prof at the school. Nice. It's always good to get a good prof. There's so many that just aren't particularly good.
On that note, looks like our guests have grown tired of waiting.
Impatient little bastards. No need to rush, guys. Plenty of us to go around. You good to go, Full?
Of course, Oki. Full Janus Laswitz of Mother Core, disciple of the moon.
Okamilar of Mother Core, disciple of the sun.
Eritron Tolstoy of Mother Core, disciple of Saturn.
To preserve Mother's dream.
To preserve Mother's love.
We will show you the true power of Mother Core!
It taught you the class that got you back into math. Ah, I can see why she's your favorite then. I thought there'd be more spawns there, but I guess they're just all down here. Also, for some reason, the trial ends when we kill the big guys. It just ignores that there's still a bunch of weenies around here. To deny the evils of peace and love to set sights to on the stars above. Oak Fall looks like Mother Core is blasting off again. Yes, totally.
Enga, and the rest of you to boot. You're early. So Ophiel was useless after all. Well, it's no matter.
Don't you dare move, Adam. I've got a bullet with your name on it right here!
Wow, I've never seen you so fired up before, Enga. Do you really want to stop me that badly?
Yeah. You're kind of destroying the planet.
Of course! This plan of yours. How can you deny the history, the legacy of the entire human race? Did you really think we'd all just accept it and go along with your madness?
There's simply no choice in the matter. This must be done, Enga. For humanity to evolve. For this world to have the paradigm shift it so sorely needs. We must tear it down to its last atom and rebuild anew.
Tear it down to its last atom. Jeez, Thanos, calm down. Thanos is very calm right now. Perhaps too calm. You found a lot of bio students who are the best with math, so your focus on both bio and math should help make you stand out. Indeed, that sounds like advantage in your court for sure.
You egotistical little... And what exactly happens to all the flesh and blood people in this dream of yours?
Every evolution comes with a price to pay. Isn't that obvious?
Price to pay? In other words, being turned into whatever you call those freaks you created?
They needed forms that'd thrive in the new world. And that's what they got. I don't see a problem. Just evolution running its course.
No one wants to be turned into whatever the hell those are. You really call that evolution?
Like brother, like sister. So stubborn, Hitsuru. What the people want or don't want is irrelevant. As I said, this must be done.
Why are you so hell-bent on this evolution idea?
How about you tell me just what hope you all see left in this world instead? Conflict drives humanity. And as our destructive technology advances and wars rage, so too do we lose the seeds of a brighter future. For too long I have watched this cycle continue, but no longer. The end draws nearer. For this world, and for humanity. For the one who will push this stagnant world forward. The stage has been set. And with its arrival, the Earth shall be reborn. Avatar arms, phantasms, they are nothing. As our forebears recognized long ago, the true beauty of Ether lies in its power to summon a god. And this god will cradle this world, reshape it, and once again, set it on course for its rightful destiny.
The future is a path everyone must forge for themselves. And this world's future sure as hell isn't yours to plot, Adam!
It truly is a shame we cannot seem to agree, Anga. In the end, it seems that even we can escape the curse of our humanity. The need to settle matters with blood. Well then, let us begin. I will show you the strength of my resolve.
The correct response to this evolution nonsense is you didn't really pay attention to class in high school biology. I mean, I don't think he went to high school. I could be wrong.
Here once sat wise women. Righteousness shatters all creation. Tetragrammaton! Fly forth! This is an end
Completed!
and a beginning.
Seems your face has evolved to contain many arrows.
You've done well to be able to surpass me. The first one to wield this power. But no matter. I'm enough, Anga. The god shall have its vessel.
Vessel? What the hell are you talking about?
It's the same plan the villain and Detective Pikachu had, if you think about it. It all makes sense now.
For all that it will create to manifest a god into our world, there was always going to be a heavy price to pay. For this event to take place, a worthy oblation is needed. Our god's arrival necessitates a vessel. But not just any embryonic vessel. No, the god demands something more befitting of its splendor. One who has transcended their human trappings. One who has drank deep of the power of the gods and persisted through the ages.
Adam!
Yes, this will do. This body of mine will serve as a worthy vessel. God of creation, Father of all, take this body as your own. Come now. There's no need to be shy.
I can feel it.
Maybe you should go check that out, Finley. They'll probably need your help.
I don't think there's any need to intervene. I trust in the power of humanity after all. So, shall we continue?
Just a little horrific.
Where are we? It's like we up and teleported somewhere.
But hey, he had it coming to
This
him.
refreshing breeze, this soothing light, feels too good to be real.
As it should. This is my garden, a place beyond the realm of humanity.
Huh? Who's there?
So disrespectful, oh little child. To summon me and then ask such a foolish question.
No way. That means you're...
Indeed, it is I, the one that created this planet, the one that brought this very universe into existence.
So this is what became of Adam after being possessed? But to have the supposed creator of the universe smack dab in front of me... This is getting kinda nuts.
You're only saying that now, Inga.
Though this form was unexpected, it shall serve its purpose, for it must carry out the will of this vessel. I will consume this land, this planet, and with its energy, I shall birth a new universe!
Consume the planet? You're just going to destroy Earth just like that?
In its current embodiment, yes. But worry not, child. For the new progeny of humanity shall inherit a renewed universe. This world's only remaining purpose is to fuel the creation of the next. For that is the destiny that man has wrought, and I shall fulfill it.
Not if we have any say!
You dare raise your weapons at the god of creation?
My Ame no Murakumo! Gone! But how?
It was brought into reality through my power. And what is given can just as easily be taken away. A trifling matter. How curious. How is it you still wield that power?
Cross-dimensional power. They all had isekai powers, but Dusky is the real deal. Totally.
I see. You are a visitor from another universe, another dimension. In which case, I hold no sway over you. I have seen your valiant efforts to save this decaying planet, my child. But you can leave it in my hands now. It is time you return whence you came. And that does not belong here either. You may take your leave as well.
Oh no, we just got fourth walled.
What are you doing here? This turbulence! A dimensional warp? Where are we being taken? Confirming coordinates. Our location is... Huh? That can't be. We're in the nefarious outskirts? All dispatched ARC's ops are accounted for. So we've all been brought back. How is that even possible?
What did you do with them?
I simply returned the wayward to whence they came. Though I acknowledge their efforts, this issue is ours alone. One I will now rectify.
What's impossible are that it's healed? I mean... There's more than heals that are impossible about some of these outfits.
all ends? But we worked so hard. Is this really what it's come to? No. I can't accept that. There's still so much I need to do.
Yes, Hitsugi Asaka. There is indeed something you must do.
What? What is this interference?
Children of Earth, my sweet children. Do you hear me?
That voice! Is that Mother?
You dare to taint this vessel? How?
Long, long ago, before this planet even had a name, when it was but a solitary jewel in the night sky, though the large portion of me became the moon, a small fragment of me also fused with the earth. The ether, used to manifest your form into this world, originates from me, which makes me a part of you, the will of the earth. Even a god of creation cannot deny a part of itself. No matter how hard you try, you cannot erase me.
Part of the planet, are you? Nevertheless, this body is still mine to command. You are but a buzzing insect, one I will crush in due time. I've more important matters to take care of first.
Al, can you hear me, child?
Yes. I can hear you, Mother. I can hear you within.
It pains me to ask, but will you lend me your power to save Hitsugi Asaka? To save all of Earth?
Of course. If I can help save my big sis, my big bro, and well, everyone, then please, use my power. Hey, you two. Mother and I will connect us back to Earth. So please, will you come to Earth once more? To save everyone. To save the planet.
Just casually, sure. Or leave it to me.
Whoa there! Don't go making any promises you can't keep. Just how are we supposed to get back? System access is restricted, and something's scrambling navigation. As it stands, no one's getting teleported anywhere.
Option 3, yeah.
Wishful thinking isn't gonna get us anywhere, unless you've got something up your sleeve.
There's gotta be a way, or well, we've got use here. Butter up the cast.
You're going to make me blush. I did say it right from the very start. I'm your dedicated navigator. Whatever it is you need, I'll find a way to get it done. Let's think back to when Hitsuki and Kori came here. They used PSO2 to transport themselves from their side to ours.
By the way, good call.
How about we do the same the other way around? We have our theory. We've seen it in action, analyzed the data. If we put it all together, I bet I could make it work. A way back to the other side.
this is the end. It cannot be! But I sent you back! How have you returned?
It's you!
You! Is this Ame no Murakumo? But I thought it was gone. How?
It's just as Invent says. PSO2
Well, when it comes
saves
to
the universe of
I've been at
PSO2.
it longer than that monstrosity. It's as simple as that.
Huh? Al! But that sounds like... Mother!
With Al's permission, I'm temporarily borrowing his body. In any event, Enge Yasaka, Kori Washinomiya, please, take my hand.
My avatar arm.
Assault rifle! I missed you so much!
That thing calls itself a god. But it is nothing more than a manifestation tangled with Adam's ether. Far from a true deity. Fight with every fiber of your being. Show him the true potential of humanity and put an end to him. Al and I will watch over you.
The holy assault rifle of legend.
Good luck out there.
Totally. But actually, funnily enough, there are legendary assault rifles in this game.
Dare to bear arms against me? The one who gave form to your world? To this universe? You deny the new world. The next step in mankind's evolution. Only to watch this world rot. You impudent fools!
No, you.
No, you're wrong. We've simply chosen to walk our own path, with our own feet. The future is ours to find.
We may stumble, fall behind, heck, maybe even go the completely wrong way. But we will keep forging on!
There'll be stopping, and looking back, and probably some mistakes that we'll regret along the way. There'll be plenty we can't undo. Even so, the path we choose to walk, that's where our evolution lies, where our own future lies. That path still stretches out before us. And we will not let anyone get in the way of it. Not even a god!
Go against the future your God has carved out for you. How naive, how absurd, foolish, preposterous! Perish, humans. Perish, Earth. In creating the new, I make amends for this past imperfection. I shall raise it all and start anew. This damned planet and this universe!
Like it is a god to a non-believer, indeed. Earth isn't your toy, or Earth doesn't need a do-over. It's not your toy, man.
Let's go!
In creating a new, I make amends for past imperfections.
Alright, Your Majesty, code, Q. it.
Slave God?
Yeah, it's very much a Nodachi style katana, which is why it's so huge. The time to settle this. Well, maybe? I'm a little unsure.
I do not comprehend. Why? Why do you oppose creation? Oppose the birth of new life? You must know that all that remains for humanity is extinction.
We're by no means fighting against new life. It's just that, even without you, humanity can find its own way. Listen, we may not be perfect like a god, and we've definitely screwed up. I imagine it's irritating watching us fail, time and time again. Even so, we've made it this far! It's through our many, many failures that we can find the way forward to a better future. So please, great God, watch over us as we make our way towards our future.
You will create a future brighter than that of God's design? Unfathomable!
No, anime.
Nevertheless, I am eternal. When humanity calls for me, I shall return again.
And when that time comes, we'll show you again that we can make it without you.
Is that truly the will of mankind?
No. This is all me. The will of Hitsuki Yasaka.
So be it. Until the next time I descend, the fate of this world lies with you.
And no phase 2, or it would have technically been phase 3 since that's really the phase 2 of the Atom fight, just with like 15 minutes of cutscene in between.
Adam. I don't doubt there's some truth in how you saw the world. But the Earth won't fall to ruin so easily. We may not be the brightest bunch, but you're not giving us enough credit, don't you think? Don't worry, we'll take things from here. We'll find a way to pull through. We always do.
The remnants of my ether will take the form of a god and come back for you all. Even I cannot conceive of how many times you will do battle.
Hitsugi to Mother, we can live together in harmony. Hitsugi to Adam, go away, we'll be happier on our own. I mean, to be fair, Mother was surprisingly open to negotiation. Like, all things considered. Which is a little weird. Adam is like, have you seen Twitter? There's no hope for humanity. I mean, come on. Twitter has nothing on Facebook.
And that's not all. The despair I've harbored over all these years will only make it stronger and more brutal with each passing moment. It will not come as a creator and savior. No. It will come as a god of destruction and retribution.
Thanks for the concern, but we can handle it. We'll be there to put you down, you can count on it.
We'll be there to put you down.
You have my thanks. You've got your work cut out for you, Enga.
Don't I know it, Adam?
Like, top 10 phrases you don't think you'll ever say to reassure someone. Hey, Cat. Thanks for watching. Have a good sleep.
I'm fine, but Mother is...
Hope you enjoyed the insanity.
Mother, you used up all your power for us?
No. This body was done for from the start. It's nothing short of a miracle I've made it this far. So please, do not blame yourselves. This is the way it should be. My children, forging their own path without the guiding hands of gods and mothers. And so, the Earth will enter a new era, towards a future of your own creation. So, I wonder, did I get any closer to being like the original? Closer to being like Xion?
Even better, your mother. Or you're just like Xion. Second option feels so wrong to say.
I see. If that is so, then it seems my revenge can end here.
Just casually, yeah, I guess I'm done with revenge.
It's gonna be okay. We'll have some bumps along the way, but we'll be okay. This planet, the people, we'll all be fine. So... you can rest now, Mother. Hitsugi. I'm okay. And we've no time to waste. Everyone, let's go back home. Back to where we belong.
Yay, we did it. For real this time. I mean, presumably going back home involves crossing paths with them again.
1 month has passed since then. And just like that, life in our world went back to normal. Cory and I are in our 2nd year of high school now, and Enga's in his 3rd. School's the same old, classes too. Even the student council hasn't changed. Student council! Budget! Redo time.
Poor Cory. Jesus.
Hitsuki! I just got a message from Aratron. He says he wants us to help take care of some Eska maintenance. I'll tell him we're up for it. Mother Corps is still going, with Aratron holding things together. Although most of the members aren't aware of Mother's absence. Carrying on Mother's will, they're changing to focus on supporting the world from the shadows.
Coming through!
Oh, Enga! What in the world are you doing? Hiding there like that?
Shh. Don't look this way, got it? Ah, she's coming!
Hey! Mr. 10% Playboy! You're the only one that didn't hand in your math assignment. There's no use running. Give it up.
He's not submitted his modern Japanese homework. I'd hedge he's not done it at all. Not knowing when to give up is uncool. Ah, I see. It all makes sense now. Hulk and Foal used the influence of Mother Corps to pull some strings in order to join the faculty out of nowhere. Although I've no idea why.
Really, Hitsugi? Are you that dense? You never stood up before, but its transformed form always did, or Inget's transformed form always did remind you of Solid Snake. I mean, I can see that for sure. And I kind of wonder if they were aping on it on purpose. Like, this game is pretty shameless about aping on anything, really, so... If we learn anything, it is that she's that dense. It's fair, I guess.
There was quite a fuss when a world-famous mathematician and literary scholar joined up, but they didn't seem to care for the attention. According to Fall, it was Oak that really wanted to join. And, well, kinda shows. She seems to be having fun.
You know, that's a super massive box. What would that have been holding, and why is it just sitting around in their student council room?
Planning on hiding in there forever? Well, let's see if you can. Maxwell!
Ouch! Hey, that's no fair.
Gotcha! Full, if you'd be so kind.
Uh-huh. 3 for the study room. Right this way. Should they be using their powers so casually like that? I wonder.
Clearly, Cory blew the budget on a fridge. Ah, it all makes sense now. No wonder Hitsugi reacted that way. And actually, you know what? Like, the time loop power is there. For like, study hall or play it as like a downside thing, but can you imagine if you had infinite time to study anything you wanted? Just like instant expert as far as the world is concerned? That seems like a superpower. I guess Paul's not truly stopping time, but still.
If you ask me, I think it's perfectly fine. We understand our powers through using them, and only good can come from that.
Ah yes, like destroying the comm tower in Britain.
It's a pleasure to see both of you again. You seem to be well. What do you say? Fancy a quick sparring session?
We're both a little busy. Maybe another time?
Unfortunate. Everyone seems so busy these days. It's hard to find a good sparring partner. I even tried extending an invitation to you-know-who, but to no avail. They didn't accept my challenge.
Oh, don't worry, Phaleg. It'll happen in the future. The future past.
Phaleg's always popping up in unexpected places. After that day, she just upped and vanished. But she sometimes shows up like this. I'll make us some tea, or...
Oh, don't go through any trouble just for me. I was just passing through. Anyway, if you ever feel like going a round or two, you know who to call.
It seems like Phaleg has been dragging Ophiel around with her, working him half to death. Since he can't legally be punished for his crimes, she said she's going to push him so hard he'd wish for death. I can't imagine it's pretty.
Yeah, you know who, because we can't say the player character's name.
Getting all these contributions in one go is making it impossible to allocate them. The reason I can't finish up drafting up this budget is all YMT Corporation's fault! Maybe he heard about what happened to Ophiel, but for some reason, that creep CEO had a change of heart. He's quite the philanthropist now.
It only sticks out a little bit because, like, Phaleg wouldn't call the player character the Guardian, but every other character, almost every other character can get around it by just saying the Guardian so that they don't have to say the name, but without sounding awkward by saying you-know-who. It's kind of like how in Three Houses you get Professor. Yeah, complaining about having too much money. It doesn't make much sense, right? Because, like, how's the budget a problem if you have enough money to cover everything and then more? Like, I don't think that's quite how budgets work. But yeah, Hageth apparently had a change of heart, which I suspect partly to do with Ophiel murdering Beitor and maybe, as Hitsui notes here, what happened to Ophiel with Phaleg.
He's even made ludicrous donations to our school. I guess he's trying to atone, in his own business-like way. Okay! I'm all done! Huh? Even with all those distractions? Unlike someone, I was sitting here working quietly. You've gotta learn to focus, Corey. Huh? How are you supposed to focus through all that? I'm used to it now, I guess.
Hey, Hitsugi, you haven't left yet, right?
How? No running in the hallway. How many times have I told you?
Sounds like someone else I know.
You shush. Anyway, how was your first day of school, Al?
Well, it was really, really fun, and it made me really, really happy.
Right! It was tough getting you into that school. So you've got to make lots of friends, okay? At least 100.
Are you supposed to focus on your waifu for life who is sitting right across the table? I mean... Well, you can focus on one thing, just maybe not the thing you're supposed to be working on.
Yay! And I've got to make some more for Mother, too. So I'll make 200.
Al stayed with us in the end. Of course, we wanted him to, but it was ultimately his decision. Well, Al, let's get going.
Yes, let's.
Oh well, I guess I'll go too. Not until you finished your work. Right? Oh, come on!
Let's go, Hitsugi.
Let's!
Well, now she can focus because her waifu isn't sitting across the table. It's perfect.
After being sent back, Arcs and their ship never returned. With the phantasms mostly taken care of, I guess they deemed our world safe enough and saw no need to further interfere. And so, we've not seen them since. Since I've had my hands more than full here, I haven't had a chance to visit. I guess they didn't want to bother us, knowing how busy we'd be. Still, I kinda hope they'd check up on us every now and then. Oh well, we'll just have to go and surprise them instead.
I don't know why they did a black screen here instead of, like, those other times where they just froze and did, like, a monochrome.
Let's do it.
Huh? Oh hey! I've been waiting for you, Hitsugi. You too, Al. Welcome. Woohoo, Al! I see that look, Hitsugi. Let me guess. On the hunt for someone, perchance? Don't you worry. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Hey, Hitsugi and Al are here.
Well... Dang! What was I planning to say? Oh, forget it! Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's get this adventure started!
Oh, but before you head on out on your adventure, Hitsugi and Al, please make sure to stop by the shopping plaza first. You better hurry up. It looks like they're doing something really big.
Oh yeah, I guess we didn't do the sub-story for this. They're gonna do a concert. Yeah, credit roll. That's episode 4. So having finished this, he's ready for a taste of episode 5. It's the second most crazy episode. Although I do have to ponder if maybe it's only the second craziest because we're used to the kind of setting that it's in. What's that one about? Oh... Well, it's not PSO2 within PSO2 Isekai. Oh. It's like more alternate dimension shenanigans. It's probably best if you watch the intro. Because I don't think words can quite describe it. But, hey, like, basically, the impression I get, because this is such a long-running game, is that episodes 3 and 5, or 4 and 5, Sega went, oh man, our game's getting kind of old. We need to, like, do something modern to get in with the hip kids. So, That's how we got the storylines we did for these 2 episodes. That's my theory, at least. Probably starting a little bit tonight. We won't go too far into it. Just, like, give a taste of what's gonna happen with it. Because I don't want to run the stream too late at this point, but I kind of feel like the intro to episode 5 is a good follow-up to show that the insanity doesn't end there, or end here. I guess a lot of these voice actor credits are gonna be a little foreign, because we haven't done a lot of the sub-story stuff. So some of these characters that are mostly just sub-story residents are probably gonna be unfamiliar, but the thing is that sub-stories are a little bit hit and miss. There's some good characterization stuff in them. There's some that's just like, it feels like the kind of padding you put in, I guess, you phone it in to make sure you pad out your manga. See, there you go. Baitor is played by Cam Clark, and it's like, that's the one I never picked up on. You gotta go stretch your legs, so you'll be back in 10 minutes after this scene ends. Fair enough. I should probably go refill my drink too, so it'll be a good time for all of us to get up, stretch, take a bit of a break. Yeah, Cam Clark, like, it's such a weird chain, or like, difference, because I'm so used to him being Colonel Campbell, right? So it's like, Colonel Campbell to Baitor is just like, what? You're always thinking of him as Max Sterling from Robotech. I see. I guess I might have ended up thinking the same way if I had ever been into Robotech. There we go. Yay! Everyone's so happy we saved the Earth and the universe and nothing else can possibly ever go wrong. I mean, there's totally not 2 other episodes where universe-destroying beings come in and, you know... You should share Robotech with me sometime. I guarantee it doesn't hold up. Didn't you show... I think you showed me at least that one clip where they did that fight in the park or something. But aside from that, the only other context I have is what you told me about the series. Yeah, the knife fight duel.